we going? Is we going? Are we going? Yes, we are. Perfect. Hello, hello. So I'm in a really good mood, despite the fact that my life's gone to complete bullcrap. But that being said, I'm in a really good mood. So we'll see what comes through. And I was just, I had a little setup on my deck and I was just vibing and I was like, you know what? Tarot reading. I want to pull my tarot cards out. And then I was like, you know what? Recorded tarot reading. Let's pull out the laptop too. Let's record this. So, first of all, which way do we start? Sorry, if you don't like neck cracking or like body cracking, I'm so sorry. I'm not physically well. I've had a lot of physical problems in the past little bit. I mean, for one, I took my Ron Bip off camera because I'm experiencing what I believe is cannabinoid disorder. So that's fun. I'm basically allergic to my cannabis. Okay. Clarify this next words. Yeah. Actually, I forget what's on them at this point, so I think I can grab them. Okay. So, a while back, I made these little note charms that just have like a word on them, or a couple words, or just like a saying or whatever. And yeah, I'm gonna flame spark. Okay, so can you keep that there? The first thing I'm getting is there might be a situation where Knight of Swords. If you look at this card, there's this man and he's fighting the goose. The goose I always see as like mother goose energy, or like very like protective, spiritual, or like boundary energy. It's like, this is me protecting myself. This is me protecting my inner child. This is the world protecting a child. This is the world protecting my inner child. This is a mother protecting a child, or someone protecting someone younger than them, someone protecting some kind of childlike state, childlike wonder. This Knight of Swords, it feels like whoever this is sort of fighting with this protective energy. And I'm just going to say protective energy. I'm not getting it as like a person. I think whoever this is sort of for, whatever this message is about, is someone's fighting this protective energy because they don't trust it. They don't trust. Yeah, it has something to do with a lack of trust. Like perhaps if it's, trusting your own boundaries, maybe you've ended up in a lot of situations where, you have had gut feelings about people and then you ignore them, or you didn't get a gut feeling about somebody and you like kept interacting with them and then they hurt you. Like, it's giving that kind of energy of just like, I don't trust the world, or I don't trust myself to protect me. I don't trust safety. Yeah, so who's fighting with this protection? Who's the knight in this? 10 of Wands. Wands. How does that make sense? Clarify. Thank you. Three of Pentacles. That's really weird. Okay. So, what's coming through is hard work. Like, whoever this is, first of all, I am getting a more masculine because of the, like, Three of Pentacles that came out, and it's like this big burly guy, if you can see that. And then in the Ten of Wands, it is like a younger man just vibing. Or, well, not vibing, he's doing stuff, but like, you know. So I am getting not necessarily a guy, but I'm getting a more masculine energy with it. Like, I'm getting someone who is much more in their build, like, what am I getting? I'm getting someone who's heavily in their maintenance. Like, they're putting in effort to maintain something. Yeah. It's like this Three of Pentacles, he's trying to build this house. And then this Ten of Wands, he's trying to go to something. Like, he's walking somewhere with these sticks on his back. He's trying to carry them to like a fire or something, to like start a fire or something. I don't know. It's giving someone much more in their I'm building things energy. Whereas the feminine is more I create the thing and then I also receive, whereas the masculine is more I do the like I build the foundation for the thing. Is sort of how it's typically understood. But of course, roles are energetic. Roles don't necessarily apply to gender, and also, energetically speaking, everything is fluid. So one person will have much more masculine while still having feminine, and then the next person could be all masculine, next person could be all feminine, or next person could be mostly feminine with a little bit of masculine, and then like everyone has their own mix of it, right? So I don't know why I'm like defensive. Sorry. I don't need to be. It really just gives this energy of like whoever this is, yeah. It's almost like they're fighting with the universe because they don't trust their hard work to pay off. Yeah. And I'm gonna get more about this. Let's see, what else do you want to tell me? Okay. So I'm gonna move this aside here for a second, but clarify the 8 there. That's universal in the universe. And spirits, yeah. The world. Okay. It's 2-way. Yeah. The Four of Swords. Okay. Okay. That's interesting. That's really interesting. So, I see. there's fear here that things won't change, and that if there's a fear, and it's keeping you from letting things change. It's keeping you from letting things end. And that's coming through with the World, the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the Temperance. I don't like this Temperance card just right now, because it makes me think with this King of Pentacles in reverse, whoever this is, they're like, they're not balanced, they're not stable, and they want to drink from both cups. Like, in some cases, drinking from both cups is good, because it's sometimes the Temperance is the balancing of the light and the dark. It's balance, it's harmony between the two. This Temperance, though, with the King of Pentacles in reverse, the King of Pentacles in reverse is literally like imbalance. It's instability. So Temperance coming through with this is, it makes me think that someone's like, they're drinking from both cups. They're not making a decision. Or they've been tempted by something. I don't know how to word this properly, but if you're getting what I mean, it feels like someone was tempted by something, and instead of, continuing to sip from the cup that they knew was good and was clean water that would fulfill them, they went and they drank from a cup of alcohol. It's someone who, they knew the risks, they knew the danger, they knew both sides, and they said, you know what, I still want to drink the alcohol. And that's not necessarily wrong, because there is balance in all of that, but when it comes with the King of Pentacles in reverse, that's coming from a place of imbalance. So it's not coming from a stable place. It's not coming from, oh yeah, I want to drink the alcohol because I want to have a fun night with my friends, and I'm not going to drink too much, and then I'm going to go home at the end and I'm going to drink some water and I'm going to go to bed. Like, that's a safe, like that's a balanced energy when doing stuff with, like, say, alcohol. This person drank from those cups without that balance. They came from a place where they were like, no, I want to, like, fuck myself up. Yeah, it really feels like, and it, with the World card, it really feels like whatever, like, I'm almost getting a person, honestly. Whoever this was, like, they were fucking important. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it feels like, like, maybe the reason you don't trust yourself, you don't trust your boundaries, is because whatever other energy this is, meant a lot, or was someone that you really cared about or trusted, or, again, like, I'm getting like they were your whole world at that point. So to have that trust so broken by them, and to not, yeah, I don't know, just to have that trust broken by them, it really makes you question yourself too. And I want to say, because I'm just reading right now the energy, but going into a little bit of life advice and what I know from what I've learned as being in social working, as, like, education and stuff, and also just life experiences. You didn't know back then that that person would do that, but you know now. You've experienced that now. Your body knows what that is now. So even if you don't think that you can trust yourself because, you know, you led yourself in that shitty situation, well, think about it. Do you want to be in that shitty situation again? Are you going to actively put yourself into that situation again? You say no. Well, guess what, babes? You've been through it once. You know what it looks like. You can spot it again. Not to be like blunt in it, but like, you've seen it before. Bodies are, and our minds, we're so good at pattern recognition. When you get triggered by something, think about it. Think about why you're triggered. Think about what pattern it is. Because our minds, our bodies, our entire psyche is based off of pattern recognition for the most part. Like, we recognize patterns. That's like the whole point of so much of our education, and so much of, like, think about IQ. IQ test is literally just how well can you recognize and follow a pattern. That's what IQ is testing. Personally, IQ, not a good measurement of intelligence. I personally don't think it is. And I have a lot of scientific reasons to back it up. But my point is literally, for a while, our basis of intelligence, or even now for some people, the basis of intelligence is how well you can recognize and follow a pattern. Trust your body. It will know. Trust yourself. You will know. And actually listen to yourself. If you get into a situation where you think, hey, is this a good idea? And you try and convince yourself that it is, babes, it's not. Babes, it's not. I did that to myself and ended up in a crap situation. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it. If you think it's bad, leave. Leave. Just go, no, thank you. Actually, not for me. And walk away. And like, I don't know. And people might hear that and think like, oh, you're just like, you don't care about people. No, I do. I care about people a lot, and I will fight for people that I care about, and I will sit down and I will try and have a conversation. But if I think that you're not putting in that effort and you're not meeting me halfway, and if I'm not seeing the evidence that you're trying and also meeting me halfway, what's the point? Because at that point, like, I'm doing all the work for what? You're not actually growing, you're not actually learning, you're not actually creating better habits to help yourself. That's just enabling you. Like, I don't want people to do that to me. If I'm being fucking stupid, I don't want people to call me out. Like, that's part of why I love half of my friends, is because I trust them enough to be like, hey, babes, you know what you're doing is dumb, right? And I'll go, yeah, you're right. And then they'll go, so we're gonna stop now, right? And I'm like, can I have a little bit? And I go, no. And I go, okay, fair enough. Like, and they were so patient with me when I had to go through and experience that situation where I put myself in that bad situation firsthand, like really bad situation firsthand. They were so patient with me through that. They were like, babes, you know what you're doing is wrong. You know we don't like this. But if you really must do it to have that experience so that you can come back to yourself and trust yourself, then we're going to support you as best we can through that. And I appreciate them so much for that. And I hopefully can do the same for them if they ever end up in a similar situation. But at the same time, they weren't constantly throwing themselves into bad positions for me. They were simply like, hey, you know what you're doing isn't great. We're not going to support this, but we are going to support you. That's the difference. You can support someone without supporting their behaviors. If someone's actively doing something that's not okay, and if you know that it's not a good thing and it's not okay, you get to call them out and you get to walk away. And then however they react to that, however they react to you calling them out, being like, hey, what you're doing is wrong. First of all, however they react to that, if they react with, like getting defensive or whatever, It's not your place to make them see. Because sometimes the best thing you can do to make someone realize what they're doing is to simply demonstrate what being a healthy person looks like. And we're not always going to do it, but being someone who's trying their best to do that and is trying to show up authentically and honestly and genuine for the people around them, that demonstrates it. That teaches people. Because that shows them that there's other options. They don't have to live in their egos. They don't have to live in fears. They can just show up and they can trust themselves and they can trust the world around them. It's really hard, especially because in a lot of people, and I know myself, we've gone through so much when we're young that just we shouldn't have had to go through, because maybe, in some situations, caregivers haven't grown up themselves. So then we're forced to, because how else are you supposed to do it? And then suddenly, the dynamic's so weird. But I don't even know where I was going with that. I just mean, like, actually, no, don't even remember anymore. That's how you know that was, like, probably channeling, because I don't even remember where I was going. I, like, zoned back in, and I'm, like, lost now. Don't remember what I was talking about. Yeah. Oh my god, that's 20. Last time I checked the clock, it was, like, 10 minutes. What happened? I zoned out for, like, 12 minutes. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? Okay. Crazy. I, like, totally forget everything that happened, but that's cool. I'm gonna end this here because I don't remember what I was talking about. Enjoy, I guess.